So we're moving on to Dr. Zaira's book, which is my favorite ever book. So yeah, excuse me for being overexcited about this book, but yesterday when I asked Dr. Zaira, Doctor, what is the title of your book? And then she typed in her book, and then I say, Ya Allah, oh my God, it's my favorite book. So, okay, I will let her introduce the book herself because I'm not going to steal the thunder from her. She is the speaker today. I'm just holding on to the book now because I have it in my arm. Okay, so Dr. Zaira, I let you introduce our favorite book to the audience. The floor is yours.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Hayati. You should be presenting about the book since you told me that you have several copies and you actually give it out to people, which is very good. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon, everybody, to all the book club members. I've heard about this book club, but I didn't get to actually join. But today I'm forced to, and I'm forced to read a book. I think most of us at this point of time, we don't really get enough time to actually read physical books. We are like stranded with online things, online meetings, online classes, online materials. So, okay, so as mentioned by Dr. Yati just now, my book entitled You Are Love. I will share my screen. Actually, I didn't prepare any slides. I'm lucky to be the last presenter, so I get to prepare the slides ad hoc. Okay. This is a book by Ustaz Mizi Wahid. You Are Love. And then the subtitle say 7 things to remember when you feel broken, left out, and abandoned. So a bit of description why I choose this book, because it's mentioned in this session, read to lead, and something that touch at each and every one of us. So I'm trying to find a book that will be applicable to every one of us in our daily life, especially during this pandemic period. So it has become harder to love ourselves each day. We are seeing people posting positive things. Okay, forget about the negative things, a lot of them too, but sometimes we are triggered when we see people posting like lovely things, having like lots of money, big house, and so many things. So sometimes we are triggered. We might not have the same level or the same happiness we thought. Okay, and then because of that, we began to fall downward, and then we thought we have self-hate, insecurity. I think in many cases, each and every one of us have experienced this to certain point of in our life, right? And then the author said that he wished to validate this feeling, that as I mentioned, we have experienced it. He knows that we exist, and existence is important enough for him to speak directly to us, the reader, through this book. Okay. So this is Ustaz Mizi. I would say he's quite an handsome Ustaz. Okay. So he's actually a Singaporean social celebrity over there. I've yet to follow him. I will follow him soon. Okay. So he graduated from Al-Azhar University in Cairo, majoring in field of Sharia. And then he's a founder of Safina Institute, and he's written several books. I think 3 books already. One of his famous book is The Art of Letting God. Okay, talking about surrendering broken pieces through prayers. Although this is a kind of those who are non-Muslim don't take it like a very into like as a spiritual book, because whatever that he's written in this book is pretty much applicable disregard of your religion or your race, like every single one of us, because he's talking about love. All right, and then this is his collection of books. The Art of Letting God, Call Upon Him, and then You Are Love, the book that I'm sharing with you guys today. Okay. And then why this book? Okay, why this book? As I've mentioned earlier, because I'm trying to find something that going to touch in each and every one of us. And then I think the content, based on what I've read in the synopsis, is very relevant and applicable to what's happening to us, especially during this pandemic period. Sometimes we feel stressed, we feel lonely, and sometimes we feel unloved. Okay, so I just take up some of the quotation, saying that the most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. Okay, sometimes we have that kind of feeling. Then as the subtitle highlighted at the cover of the book, 7 things, okay, you are loved, and then 7 things to remember when you feel broken, left out, and abandoned. So these are the 7 things being listed in the book. You were created on purpose. So whenever you feel disappointed, you are able actually to contribute something. You are somehow important to other people. Okay, at least to your kids, to your spouse, to your colleagues. Okay, though you have purpose in life. Okay, so maybe whenever we are feeling down, we thought we are useless. Whatever that we do doesn't work. Okay, so you are actually having purpose in life, and then we are human. Okay, so we make mistakes, but that's not the end of everything. So your mistakes don't define you. It's not the end of your life. So actually your mistakes, it's a platform for you to learn new things, and you might also teach others through your mistakes. Okay, and then somebody out there loves you for who you are. Okay, for those who are having family, you can just at least ask your kids. Okay, they will love you no matter what. Okay, at least your cooking or your bedtime stories, there must be something. Okay, you just ask your good friends, but there must be something that they like about you, otherwise they will not be there for you. All right, and then forgiveness begins with the self. Sometimes we have problems with other people. We keep on complaining. We talk about other people's flaws, but sometimes it's actually a reflection that we do not forgive ourselves. Okay, so we are having something that our own grudges that we didn't let go, and then we tend to like let it out to other people. All right, so you have to forgive yourself. Sometimes it's not easy. People always say that you may forgive but not forget, which means that there might be something that you did to yourself that you might not forgive yet. So that's why it's hard for you to let go and move on to whatever other people has done to you. And you are enough. Okay, you are enough. As it's related to the first point where you are created on purpose. There must be something that you have contributed to the world, to the people around you. So whatever that you have done is enough for that particular things, for that point of time, for the people around you. Okay, and then next, never attach your value to people and things. Okay, sometimes this is where your disappointment might comes in. You have too much expectation to other people, so you attach your happiness to other people or other things. So whenever things doesn't go your way or up to your expectation, you feel disappointed because of that attachment. You thought that if that particular person do this and that, then only you'll be happy. But you have to face the fact that they are also human. Okay, they also have their own limitation. Okay, they might not be able to fulfill your expectation. All right, so do not ever attach. Yeah, to a certain extent, it's inevitable. We tend to have expectations, but sometimes you need to have some reserve, so that you will not be too disappointed when things doesn't work. Okay, and then to know you is to love you. So know yourself. Okay, I could attest, especially to ladies, sometimes we have like the bad days or throughout the week or throughout the month, and then sometimes when people say what's happening, why are you so moody, I don't know, for whatever reason I just don't feel good. Okay, sometimes we don't even know why, right? So you have to understand, you have to be more present, to be more present, to understand what do you need, know yourself better. And when talking about to know you, and also to know people who are closest to you, it's good for you to understand the love language. Maybe you can just Google the 5 love languages. Each and every one of us have different love languages. So what, for example, love language can be defined through love through action, or love through words, or love through spending time, for example. So the nearest example that I can give you, for example, my love language might be love through words. So I might expect, for example, my husband to say it out, okay, I love you, or you are pretty, or whatever. But on the opposite side, my husband's love language might be work of action. So the way he shared or show his love is through his action, okay, because I have to attend, he's actually cooking outside. So that's how he show his love. All right, so sometimes this love language is different. It's like people always say you're like talking between duck and chicken, ayam dengan itik, so the language doesn't meet. So we thought, because we did not get the love language that we expected, then we thought that we are not loved. But the fact that the other party actually show his or her different ways. All right, so sometimes we have to like sit back and then think, okay, what are the things that the other person have done which shows his or her appreciation towards us. So yeah, sometimes we don't even know our love language. We don't understand when people give you spend time with you, we don't feel enough, because that's not our love language, because we expect to hear things from the other person, to say it out loud. So if you understand this concept, you can actually appreciate whatever people around you, whatever things that they do for you. So you can actually Google the 5 love language, and there are actually tests online that you can try. And at the end of that test, you will know what love language that you have, and you can also ask your partner to do that test, and then you can match. Okay, they actually, the result actually through percentage. Okay, sometimes that have higher percentage for words means your love language is words. What the other way around, your partner percentage might be higher for action or other things. So then you understand why you have like a mismatch of communication. Okay. And then the other thing that I would like to share with you, which actually worked for me, based on what I've read in the book, is the gratitude attitude. Okay. Yeah, we know people always say that you have to be grateful for whatever that you have in life. It's easy to say, but sometimes when you're feeling down or you're having problems, whatever people say doesn't really, go into your head. Okay, so well, yeah, whatever. You don't understand what I'm feeling right now. So we will always be that defensive and then say things like that. So what worked for me when I was feeling down, I listened to this motivational guru, and she actually gave an exercise which really worked, and I still do it up till now, and it really changed my life. Is that every morning when you wake up, okay, make the effort to actually write down at least 5 to 10 things that you are grateful in your life at that particular point of time. You have to really write. Okay, you have to take a pen. You maybe you keep a notebook, okay, and then list down every morning when you wake up. Just do that exercise, because it's different when you have it in your head. You just think, yeah, I'm grateful. Sometimes it's just like, and whenever you're feeling down, you have a big problem in your life, it's really hard for you to be full. But when you are forced to write, you have to really think, okay, and then you realize, oh, there's so many things that you can be grateful of, as immediate as when you open your eyes in the morning. Okay, God still give you your eyes, allow you to see, allow you to breathe, as simple as that. And then you still have your kids, and then when you do that exercise frequently and make it part of your life, you'll tend to feel that whatever problems that you're facing become smaller. Okay, you tend to like, it's not as big as you perceive it initially before you actually start the exercise. So that really works for me. And then I hope you guys gonna grab this book and buy it, and then you'll find like so many wonderful things that actually relate to you when you read this book. Okay, I think that's it. I think Dr. Yati might have more to say about this book. So yeah, so thank you very much for listening. You are actually loved no matter what, no matter how you feel right now. And please have a gratitude attitude. Inshallah, you'll be blessed. Okay, thank you.